Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nurse Aisha, and today we are going to be talking about pink eye, the almighty Apollo. So the white man will call it pink eye, but we will call it Apollo, equally known as conjunctivitis. News have been circulating that we're having conjunctivitis outbreak in Mozambique. Mozambique is currently experiencing an epidemic in their country of conjunctivitis. And the worst part of it is that we have one father who just went blind because he used traditional herbs as well as urine concoction to wash his eyes, and it rendered him blind. So in as much as we all want to use the traditional things that we feel like it works for conjunctivitis, not everything works with everyone. And according to the news that is circulating in the media, it shows that the father has, or the people from Mozambique has always used these herbs as well as urine to wash off conjunctivitis. So it would be strange to say that someone who already have a mastery of the use of the medications for conjunctivitis is now going blind for using the same medication. As well as in Cameroon, like any other African country, we all have different ways in which we want to, or in which we treat conjunctivitis. And we probably have different names that we locally call it. Here in Cameroon, we call it Apollo. So there are many traditional ways in which people clean off Apollo from their eyes. And most at times, we really do not care to know how the Apollo looks like, or whether it's bacteria, whether it's viral, whether it's allergic. We just do the same thing for every one of the causes for conjunctivitis. We put water and sugar in, we put salt and sugar in water and we wash our eyes in the morning as well as in the evening. Or others say you put urine, others say you put saline, others say you put breast milk. There are a lot of things that people use for conjunctivitis. And believe you me, this father is just one of the many people who equally suffer from their sight or lose their sight simply because they had to start mixing concoctions that they have no idea about. Remember, I always say no two patients are the same because each individual has things they are allergic to. Each individual has different components. Their body reacts differently to different components. So you cannot just say what works for me will work for my brother, or what works for my brother will work for me. No. You need to understand certain things at a certain level to be able to detect for yourself if whatever you're about to do is actually something you should be doing at the moment, or is something you should prevent. So my heartfelt support goes to the people of Mozambique that are now suffering a crisis for Apollo or conjunctivitis, that the best way to handle it is to understand the disease. And as an individual, manage it the way that it best suits you and your body. And you can only do that if you visit a hospital and you get to be diagnosed correctly if you are suffering from a bacterial or viral or an allergic conjunctivitis, and then they can give you the medication that will work with whatever you're suffering from, instead of you diagnosing the disease condition by yourself and using all the traditional herbs as well as the salt and urine that you have in your house. So with that so said, we are going to get a full understanding of what conjunctivitis is all about, what causes conjunctivitis, the different causes of conjunctivitis, how can we identify which is the particular cause you're suffering from, whether it's bacteria, whether it's viral, or whether it's allergic conjunctivitis. How we can now dive in solving the different causes and getting the best result out of it. If you are new on my channel, I'm Nurse Aisha. Welcome to this beautiful channel. We are here to enlighten the community. We want healthcare to be something that we can sit in our dining tables, in our rooms, in our parlors, and we are able to have one of our sisters tell us how we can do to manage our health in the best possible way. If you are new, please just click on the notification bell, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment if you have a worry, if you want, just leave your comment according to how you feel, and turn on your notification bell so that each time I upload my video, you will be the first to see. If you are my returning subscriber, I want to say a big thank you. I pray that as you spend time with me, may it be a period in which you learn one or two things. May you be able to learn something from here every time you come around, so that it might help to boost your health. Remember, they say health is a complete state of physical, mental, and social well-being of an individual, and not mainly the absence of an illness or infirmity. So it is very important that you get to keep understanding what health is all about, so that you can be fine physically, mentally, socially, why not financially? Because they say a healthy person is a worthy person. Going back to our video, what is conjunctivitis? What causes conjunctivitis? How can we identify the type of conjunctivitis we are suffering from, and how can we manage it? So by starting, conjunctivitis is the inflammation and the redness of the white section of our eye. So this whitish part of our eyes, that is what is called the conjunctiva, as well as the inner lining of our eyelid. The membranes that extend right up to the eyelid. That is what is called the conjunctiva. So when you have conjunctivitis, it causes the redness of this membrane, and it causes the membrane to inflame. That is why when you see somebody suffering from Apollo, the person looks like he has been smoking or drinking for the past 5 days without giving up. So now to look at what causes conjunctivitis. Conjunctivitis has three main causes. 1, we have bacteria. 2, we have viral. And 3, we have allergy. So your conjunctivitis, or your Apollo, or your yellow eye, or your pink eye can be caused by a bacteria infection, or a viral infection, and or an allergic reaction. When you know the different types or the different causes and how it presents itself, it is going to help you now to be able to manage the specific type of conjunctivitis you have, and this will help to boost or relieve your symptoms and allow the body work on the allergies or the viral or the bacteria that is attacking you. All right, to start with the bacterial conjunctivitis. Before then, in order to know, there are 4 main characteristics that helps an individual to know what type of conjunctivitis they have. That is based on the signs and symptoms. Now, what discharges do you have? The discharges will determine if it is a viral or a bacteria or an allergic reaction. 2, how do you feel? The way you feel when you get up from bed or within the day will equally throw more light on the type of Apollo that you have. 3, what is the duration? The length of The Apollo will help us to know which type of pink eye you have. And lastly but not the least, the duration. How long have you been suffering from it? Is it 1 or 2 days and it subsides? Is it 5 to 7 days before it subsides, or you are still counting the days? Does it extend from 7 to 14 days? Whatever it might be, this is going to be a stepping stone in order to diagnose the type of conjunctivitis that you have. So to start with, for bacterial conjunctivitis, the type of discharges that occurs in bacterial conjunctivitis is very thick and sticky. It lines or covers your whole eye, and it shuts your eye. That is how the bacterial conjunctivitis appears when it comes to discharges. How does it feel? Every morning or in the morning, you get up, you realize that your eyes are shut. You cannot open your eyes because the thickness and the stickiness of the mucus have closed your whole eye. And it feels as though you have been thrown sand into your eye, even though it is not as bad as that of the feelings you get for viral conjunctivitis. And here, the individual might not necessarily weep a lot. Again, with the bacterial conjunctivitis, it starts with one eye. And it is not uncommon for you to see that there are people, or it might generate to the next eye. This is simply because it is very contagious. And if you touch one eye without cleaning your hands and you touch the next eye, you are capable of transmitting it from that eye to the unaffected eye. With bacterial conjunctivitis, it takes a period of 5 to 7 days. And you don't have to worry about it. Though the symptoms are disturbing, and sometimes you only need an antibiotics eye drop to clear the symptoms and the severity of the itching or the discomfort that your eyes can feel. But it is self-limiting. That simply means that within the period of 5 to 7 days, your system or your immune system will be able to fight the bacteria off and give you a relief, and your eyes will be normal again. You find that the eyes is clearing off, the stickiness and the mucus are going off. However, if your symptoms are severe, you just need to get an antibiotics eye drop. It will help reduce the discomfort, as well as it is going to fasten the period of healing because it's going to boost your immune system to fight the bacteria faster. Now, when we go to the viral conjunctivitis, though it got mucus when it comes to discharges, it is not as severe as that of the bacterial conjunctivitis, as well as it will equally start from one eye and can easily generate to the other eye. And with a viral conjunctivitis, it takes from 7 days to 14 days. It means somebody with viral conjunctivitis can go right up to 14 days and still have the symptoms and the signs and all the discomfort of conjunctivitis or Apollo. But here, the difference here is the good thing about the viral conjunctivitis is it will equally go away with time because the system will be able to fight off the virus. There are no antiviral eye drops for viral conjunctivitis. So if you notice that your eyes are red, but it doesn't produce much mucus, except when you get up in the morning, you feel a little bit of mucus in your eye. By day, you don't feel any mucus, unlike the bacterial conjunctivitis that will keep producing a lot of mucus in your eyes. And you have itches and you have extreme tearing. That is to tell you are suffering from a viral conjunctivitis. You just need to allow it take its course. Your system, your immune system is capable of fighting the virus off. You do not need to wash left or wash right or do any other thing to be able to manage the viral conjunctivitis. And the last type of conjunctivitis is the allergic conjunctivitis. The last type or the cause of conjunctivitis is the allergic conjunctivitis. The allergic conjunctivitis here just happens to be maybe you get exposed to a substance, you get exposed to a food type, or you get exposed to a medication that gives you allergy, and this medication causes you to have Apollo. Most of the times, the allergic conjunctivitis will occur during the dry season when individuals or particles are everywhere in the air, and hence is going to cause a lot of people to have conjunctivitis, which is allergic. Allergic conjunctivitis can subside within 2 to 3 days, with a maximum going up to 5 days. That is depending if you are out of the triggering substance that is causing you to have the allergy. Immediately you're off from what causes you the allergy, you cease from having the conjunctivitis. So I hope, and for allergic conjunctivitis, you do not have mucus, as well as the allergic conjunctivitis does not tear as much as that of the viral conjunctivitis. You just have red eyes without tearing and without mucus. When we are talking, when it comes down to these are the 3 different type or causes of conjunctivitis. And I hope that if you're in an environment where there's an outbreak of conjunctivitis, you'll be able to detect by looking at the individual to tell if they are suffering from allergic, if they're suffering from viral, or they are suffering from bacterial conjunctivitis, as well as you're able to help them to get the needed care, instead of us trying to mix all the traditional medications and then end up losing our sight for something that is as small as that, because conjunctivitis will go away. So there's no need for you going blind for something that will go away just in 5 days' time. Now, conjunctivitis equally comes with a lot of preventive measures that needs to be taken, as well as a lot of hygienic practices that we need to do. If you are suffering from bacterial conjunctivitis or the viral conjunctivitis, each time you clean your eyes, you should be able to wash your hands with soap and make sure that it's dried off properly before you are able to touch somebody or touch a surface or a sofa that someone might sit and contract the bacteria. Or you can equally, for those with viral conjunctivitis, you put on your glasses. That is just preventing the air from sweeping into your eyes and taking mucus that might, in other words, spread to your neighbors or to your family. I want to encourage someone today, because I know that the discomfort that comes with conjunctivitis is very, very high, and you might feel completely discouraged to persevere for those 5 days, and you just want to do something. It will go away. You really do not need to do much. Your immune system can take care of it just like as easy as possible. So please, if you come home, you start feeling itching in your eyes, you start feeling discomfort, probably you're already suffering from conjunctivitis. So instead of you touching your eyes and rubbing on people and touching sofas, you can find a particular sofa that you'll be sitting for that period of time and let every other person sit on another sofa, as well as you can stop sharing towels in case of couples that use the same towel. Stop sharing towels, because you're going to clean your eyes and you might keep for the next person to use and they will be affected with it. So I just want to encourage you, may it be able to impact you to help somebody. Please don't just keep this information to yourself. Share the video. so that somebody somewhere might be able to learn something. We never can tell. No knowledge is too small. And for the people of Mozambique, I want to send you hugs, a lot of them. Just take some time, cool down, and give time. It would pass, because everything comes and it goes away. I'm surrounded with a lot of natural things. The hens are proving themselves, and the dog is saying something, everybody's saying something. That's Africa for us. We are enjoying it. I hope they did not disturb too much of the video. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day and stay healthy and happy. Please do not forget to like the video, share, leave a comment, subscribe, because more will be coming.